with that opportunity. And right now, somewhere around you, right here, there is an opportunity waiting just for you. An opportunity that could lead you on your path for the rest of your life. As franchise Indians every day, everything we do is creating an opportunity for you. Because your growth is our business.
Hello and good afternoon, everyone, and thank you so much for joining us on this webinar called Business Opportunity Over Chai. Business Opportunity Over Chai is a webinar series presented by the management of Franchise India every day at 12 o'clock in the afternoon with an aim to introduce you to a new business opportunity. Every day, we bring exciting and high potential franchise business from across the industry. Over the past 28 years, Franchise India has proudly helped thousands of investors finding the right franchise business opportunity and successfully start their entrepreneurial journey. Franchise India, as world's largest integrated franchise solution company, our role is to ensure that your investment is safe by taking an informed decision and your journey from an investor to entrepreneur is smooth and successful. The objective of this webinar is to give you a direct connect with the brand founders, the key stakeholders, understand the business opportunity in detail, and openly ask any sort of question which you may have related to brand, the business, the growth, before you take the actual decision. In today's webinar, we are excited to introduce Rollti. Rollti is a fast-growing QSR brand from Malaysia that has transformed the country's iconic Roti Canai into a premium, modern, and grab-to-go wrap concept. Started in 2023, Roti combines authentic Southeast Asian flavor with the speed and convenience today's consumers demand, creating a unique positioning in the fast casual food segment. What makes Rollti different is its a focus on high-quality Malaysian recipe, efficient operations, delivery-friendly product, and compact store format that are designed for scalability. The brand has built a business model that delivers consistent food quality, lower operational complexity, and strong unit economies, making it highly scalable for franchise expansion. To talk more about this, I'm joined with a great panel. We have Ms. Sonia Chaudhary. She's the Managing Director of Franchise India Group. We have Fred Chan, who's the founder of Rollti. He is joined from Malaysia. Along with his team, we have Sanjay, who's the expansion manager. We have Satish, who's the legal and compliance, take care of the legal and compliance. Apart from that, we also have Pradeep. Pradeep is the business head from Hyderabad. We have Shakti Bel, who take care of the business for Tamil Nadu, Kerala, and Sri Lanka. We have Yash Datta, who's the financial consultant. We have Sharath, who's the business head from Bangalore. We have Kushagra, who's the strategy consultant. But before I welcome Sonia ma'am and the panel to talk more about it, I would like to inform all our viewers that it's indeed a great opportunity since we have everyone from the brand side, from our side. In case if anyone would like to ask any question related to the brand or the business, please keep on posting it into the Q&A box, and we will take them during the presentation. I would now like to request our Managing Director, Ms. Sonia Chaudhary, to set the context, and then we will move on to the presentation part. Over to you, ma'am.
Thanks, Bharat, and friends, a very good afternoon to all of you. I thank you all for taking time to join us on this webinar today. And today's webinar is not just about another opportunity from an international market and a food franchise. It is about bringing one of Malaysia's most loved everyday food into one of the world's fastest growing food markets, which is India. And I also would like to once again welcome the key leadership of Rollti and the promoter of Rollti on this webinar. I like to welcome Fred, I like to welcome Sanjay, and I also like to welcome Satish. So friends, we have the honor of having Fred, who's the founder of the company. And a little bit about him. Rollti was founded by Fred, and he's an entrepreneur with experience across, I would say, different industries. from finance. He's been leading real estate into sales, marketing, and the F&B industry at large. So rather than creating another restaurant, he focused on building a highly systemized and scalable QSR business. And his philosophy has been successful brands are built not only on great recipes, but more importantly, I think what I heard from Fred and what we have actually seen is efficient operating systems and a very strong supply chain management, a very consistent customer service across their outlets, and scalability through a franchise network. So, under his leadership, Rollti has evolved from a single Malaysian concept into emerging international brand with the ambitions to make Malaysian cuisine worldwide. So I'll request Fred. Friends, we'll run you through a small presentation. If you have any questions, please feel free to come back to us. You can write that in the Q&A box, and we'll be happy to answer that once we conclude our presentation. I will also request Fred now if you can, talk about your journey, how it started, and the opportunity that you see in a market like India at large.
All right. Thank you so much, Madam Sonia. Thank you, Bharat, for the introduction as well. Good afternoon. It's afternoon here in Malaysia, 2:30. And good afternoon, everybody. My name is Fred, and I'm the founder of Rollti. So we founded Rollti in 2023 based off Malaysia's most iconic flatbread, which is roti canai. And it's of course one of the world's loved flatbread as well. I think by Taste Atlas in 2023 we're number one, roti canai. So it all came to me while driving back to Penang, and I'm from Penang, and that's where food capital is in Malaysia, I would say. So that's where I was thinking, how can I have roti canai while I was driving? And then a little bit more of a research, oh, okay, you can. And I'm a fan of Subway. I like the whole assembly line concept and all that. So it's all about merging these forces together, and how can we use roti canai as a base for the wrap. Turns out to be absolutely delicious. It is our iconic Malaysia flatbread. So and you add on all these flavors like dal, rendang, sambal, satay. We have choices of chicken, beef. We had lamb as well. You can add on. It's very versatile. You can eat it for savory, roti canai, or you have it sweet. Like you can have it with chocolate, or you can have it with banana. So it's quite versatile actually. So we have our dessert series. We have also have our savory series as well. Yeah. So would there be slides that is shared?
Yeah, I'll just share it.
Right.
I'll just share it.
Yeah. And of course, thank you to Franchise India for organizing this session with all of you here. Thank you so much. So for roti is definitely something that is iconic. Is a Malaysian flatbread that we have converted it into a wrap format. And please move forward. Next, please. Yeah, so basically we have taken our Malaysian flatbread and we have changed it. We have added on all the flavors that our favorite flavors like curry. Malaysians have curry. Of course, we have dal, which is of course very much influenced from India. And we have cheese, egg, sambal. We have our own satay, rendang sauce and all that with chicken and beef. We also have sardine options as well. So roti canai is actually very versatile. It can combine with many different types of proteins, and of course, and sauces. We make it fast as well. I think anything below, I think we try to make one at every 5 minutes, 5 to 6 minutes just to make one. And we want to compete, of course, with the likes of the burritos and the kebabs and the banh mi's of the world. So we want to create something that is iconic from Malaysia, which is Rollti lah. Okay, and we want to make it a grab and go concept, because now more people are getting busier and busier. They're getting more and more, I would say, taken up their time. So when they are in a rush, this is a perfect solution actually. Yep. Next, please. Can I have the next slide, please? Sorry. Yep. Back one. Yes, thank you, sir. Okay, so this is the evolution of roti canai, all the while since the 19th century. until now, until recently, when just before roti, it was always a flat bread that's served on a plate. You can have your choices of dal, rendang, or sambal, and you can always, just dip it in and all that. But we wanted to change the way people enjoy roti canai, so we made it into a wrap, and that's how we keep on rolling, lah, basically for the next, years to come. Next, please. Yep. Oh, why am I stuck?
Friend, are you able to see the vision and the mission slide?
Hello. Am I stuck?
Hello. Are you able to see the vision and the mission slide?
Sorry, is it my
Yeah, we are
internet?
able to see the vision on the mission. Yes.
Sorry, yeah. Okay. So the vision, of course, is to change the way the world enjoys roti canai, one roti at a time. Instead of having it on the plate, now you have it in your hands. And our mission is basically to bring Malaysia's iconic roti canai to the world stage. We want to serve the world's best tasting roti canai wraps very fast, tasty, convenient, and delicious, and to be the leading global roti canai wrap F&B chain worldwide, and to deliver excellent service and roti to our customers. That's our main missions. Next, please, sir. So the leadership started from myself. I have a lot of experience in the finance and the investment space in this past, I would say, 15 years. And I think roti for me is more like a passion. It's like a calling for me. Like, hey, I think this is something I see the gap in the market, and there is an opportunity for me to bring this. And I had a bit of capital, of course, and I wanted to do something that truly how to say pulls my heart lah, basically. So then we created Rollti, actually. So it is a brand that we have poured a lot of love, a lot of I would say dedication, blood, sweat, and tears into this brand, and we want to see it carry forward lah, basically. We have a lot of international clients that enjoy our wraps as well, because wraps is enjoyed worldwide. And I have also, of course, experience in the real estate industry when it comes to, of course, back then as a real estate agent. And yeah, I was a banker as well. That was my first job. I was a banker. So mainly I started, I ventured the business about 10 years ago. I do have a asset management company in Labuan. I have trustee services as well. So we can create funds. So actually I do quite a lot of things, but those are slightly more maybe mundane or boring. So I think roti for me is a breath of fresh air, lah. It's something that is very exciting, something new, F&B, gotta always keep on the trend and all that. So that's where I really enjoy running this business, lah, basically. Next, please. Yeah, together with me, I have Satish over here, who is our legal and compliance officer. So he was very much involved, in all the dealings with franchisees and our licensees, and he has supported us in the company. And he has an MBA from Cardiff Metropolitan University, and applies his legal and business acumen to our F&B industry, lah. And not to forget Mr. Sanjay Velan, our expansion manager, absolutely crucial into the growth of the business. He's an experienced business professional with strong background in F&B brand expansion. He has helped us to open our brands across the border as well, in Indonesia and also in Singapore. And it's imperative in our business, lah. So we really appreciate both of them to be here with me. Thank you so much, guys. Right, next, please. So our milestone and momentum so far, we started in 2023, September, up until now. I have to let you all know that at the peak, we had much more outlets. We have about 8. Now we're down to about 3. But it's all about finding the right locations, and I think location is the most important thing. I would say that that's like a minor speed bump in our journey of Rollti, So 3 outlets open: New Central, Elmina, and Raffles Place at Republic Plaza. I think we generated I think now we have passed the 4.5 million ringgit mark already. And all of our outlets are halal certified in Malaysia. So halal certification is absolutely important in Malaysia because majority of the market here are Muslims. Okay, so and of course to get halal certification in Malaysia is actually very hard because the requirement is one of the most stringent and strict in the world basically. So to get that is actually quite an achievement already. People we had a lot of celebration when we get our halal certifications for this. Next, please. So our USP mainly is a grab and go concept, as opposed to having it enjoy really China on the plate. You can enjoy it while on the go. This is our key achievement. We sold more than I think we have more than 500,000 units sold. Revenue 4.2 million. 3 outlets and 2 outlets halal certified. And we also have some merchandise, some blind boxes, and just to follow the trend.
Well, Kushal, there seems to be some problem with the internet, I guess.
Yeah, I think so. All right, so I'll take care then. Yeah. So I'll go to this. So yeah. So our expansion strategy has focused on high footfall locations where convenience and visibility are critical. So our first outlet opened at New Central, one of the Kuala Lumpur's busiest transit and shopping destinations. This location helped validate the grab and go concept among commuters, office professionals, and mall visitors. Building on that success, we expanded to Elmina Lakeside Mall, allowing us to reach families and residential communities while strengthening our retail presence. The next major milestone was our first international outlet at Raffles Place, Republic Plaza in Singapore. So choosing Singapore wasn't accidental. So it represents one of Southeast Asia's most competitive food markets. Launching successfully there demonstrates that Rollti concept is not limited to just Malaysia. It has genuine international appeal. So for future franchisee partners, so this progression is important. It shows that Rollti is expanding methodically, validating each market before scaling further. So our ambition isn't simply just to open more stores, it's to build a globally recognized Malaysian QSR brand. So as you can see, one wrap endless flavor adventures. So one of Rollti's biggest strength is its menu versatility. So while our core products remain the signature wrap, so we have designed a menu that appeals to a wide range of customer preferences. Whether someone prefers chicken, sausage, sardine, vegetarian options, desserts, or beverages, so there's something for everyone. This variety offers several business advantages. First is that it increases customer frequency. Guests don't feel that they are eating the same meal every visit because they can explore different flavor combinations. Secondly, it broadens our overall target audience. So we are able to serve students, working professionals, families, fitness conscious consumers, vegetarians, as well as and even lovers. So thirdly, it creates opportunities for upselling. Customers often pair wraps with beverages, desserts, or combo meals, increasing average order value. So, from a franchisee perspective, a balanced menu means multiple revenue streams while keeping operations relatively simple as well as efficient. So, the goal isn't just to have hundreds of menu items, it's to have the right mix of products that maximize customer satisfaction as well as operational efficiency. So far, we have seen how Rollti has succeeded in Malaysia and Singapore. The next question naturally becomes why is India our next major growth market? So, as you can see, India represents one of the most exciting growth opportunities for Rollti. So, but our expansion strategy isn't based simply on just market size. It's based on changing consumer behavior. Today's urban Indian consumers is looking for food that is quick, hygienic, affordable, as well as convenient. The first segment we target is the time poor commuter, people traveling to work or college who need a complete meal that can be eaten on the move. The second is the protein seeking urban consumer. So, with rising health awareness, demand for protein rich meals has increased significantly. Rollti's protein wraps cater directly to this growing segment. The third is this hygiene conscious flexitarian. So many consumers enjoy street style food but hesitate because of hygiene concerns. So Rollti offers the same exciting flavors in a clean, standardized, as well as compliant environment. Finally, there's the impulse and dessert buyer. Sweet wraps and complementary products help generate incremental revenue while encouraging repeat visits. So, our strategic objective is straightforward. We want to establish Rolti as India's benchmark for premium handheld meals through an omni-channel approach, combining dining, takeaway, delivery, as well as scalable franchising network. So India's changing food habits align perfectly with what Rolti already does exceptionally well. So as you
I
can
can
see,
also add
the
here,
yeah,
Kushakra and friends,
yeah.
today India already has a very strong consumer acceptance when it comes to similar food, which is Frankie, shawarmas, kathi rolls. And Rolte combines these familiar eating habits with authentic Malaysian flavors, which creates a very differentiated offering in India's very organized QSR market today. And their standardized operations and franchise-friendly model makes it well positioned for expansion through a area developer and multi-unit or even unit franchisees. So India, like I said, already loves rolls, parathas, frankies, kathi rolls, street food, and Rolti combines all these habits with the premium Malaysian flavors. And the typical customer segment that we are looking at is, from our mall shoppers to delivery customers, fitness audience, to even busy office professionals, college students. And this is a very enormous market today. And if you look at the overall opportunity when it comes to India, our organized QSR industry is expected to grow very significantly in the last, it has grown significantly in the last 5 years, and it will continue to grow by a bigger quantum, I would say, in the next 5 to 15 years, which creates a room for a lot of differentiated, fast casual concepts, especially from the international market. And today, consumers are also shifting from street food to organized brands, and they're looking at more, I would say, consistent, clean, affordable, fast, Instagram-worthy products. And Rolti completely fits into this proposition very, very clearly. Yes. Kushagra, over to you.
Okay, thanks. So yeah, as you can see, the Indian market expansion. So having understood the consumer segments we are targeting, so India's quick service restaurant and fast casual market is experiencing remarkable growth. The market is projected to grow from approximately $27.8 billion, which is in 2025, to $47.2 billion by 2031, representing a strong long-term growth trajectory. But what's driving this growth? So urban lifestyles are changing rapidly. Consumers are moving away from unorganized street food towards brands that offer hygiene, consistency, convenience, as well as speed. People no longer want to kind of spend sitting for for every meal. They want quality food that's portable, reliable, as well as available whenever they need it. So this shift creates a tremendous opportunity for brands like Rolti. What makes our concept particularly relevant is that we don't compete directly with traditional Indian street food. We offer a completely different value proposition. We combine the rich, authentic flavors of Southeast Asia with the convenience of a modern grab and go format. So, this allows us to serve consumers looking for something exciting, premium, as well as different from conventional burgers, pizza, or local rolls. So our goal is simple: to capture this growing demand by offering a differentiated product within one of the fastest growing food for categories in India. So as you can see in the brand placement side, so this slide illustrates how Rollti is positioned in comparison for existing brands in the Indian market. If we look across the landscape, we have traditional street vendors on one end offering affordability but inconsistent hygiene and customer experience. Then we have popular roll brands like Tibbs, Frankie, Roll Kings, and Fasus, each serving different customer segments. So global QSR chain like McDonald's focus on standardized fast food with broad mass appeal. Rollti occupies a unique position. We position ourselves as a premium lifestyle brand rather than just simply another fast food chain. So our differentiation comes from three factors. The first is authentic Malaysian flavor. Secondly, a premium grab and go dining experience. And the third one is strong brand aesthetic that appeal to modern urban consumers. So talking about the menu strategy. So one of the Rollti's greatest strength is that our menu has been designed with both the consumer and the franchisee partner in mind. So unlike traditional restaurants that depend heavily on experienced chefs, Rolti operates on a highly optimized assembly line model. So by using standardized ingredients, including high quality frozen Malabar parotas, we significantly reduce kitchen complexity, training requirements, and operational inconsistency. So this creates several advantages, like preparation become faster, food quality remains consistent, and franchisees don't have to just depend on specialized culinary talent. So our combo meals encourage upselling, increasing average order value, and our tightly wrapped format travels exceptionally well, making it ideal for food delivery without compromising product quality. So this balance between customer satisfaction and operational efficiency is one of the key reasons Rolti is highly scalable. So for franchise financial model, I would like Yash to take.
And before we explain you these numbers, let me also say we're looking at partners across India. We have split the territory of India into different markets where we see an opportunity for a category like this. So we have both options for somebody who's looking at seeking either a unit model or a multi-unit model. But our preference is largely we're looking at our founders who can own and operate each market, where because Franchise India also owns the right of Rollti. So which means every area developer who takes the right of Rollti in their respective markets, our team of Rollti India, along with the team of Franchise India, will also work with the area developer to help them expand within their respective markets. So which means the entire cost of acquisition of lead generation and appointment of new partners would be borne by the Rollti India team, which is very unlikely for any, I would say, Indian brands or global brands. So if you take a ride for any company where you own and operate any territory, whether that's a state or a market or a city, I would say, the entire responsibility in terms of the cost of acquisition of units under you is entirely with the area developer. And because Franchise India today runs a very big ecosystem across the country, where we have a lot of investors who inquire on different opportunities. We have about 20 odd events that we conduct every single month. All my area developers also get an opportunity to represent along with my regional team in these markets who will work with the area developer in appointment of partners in their respective territories which they would own and operate. So we're going to present two formats, two ways to partner. We'll also talk about how the overall unit model operates, which is a food court and a dine-in by restaurant. So obviously Rollti is a very efficient model. We're not looking at locations which are very high in terms of space, but locations like food court or dine-in, ideally I would say 700 to 1000 square feet. We don't need more than that. So if you're looking for a food court option or a place where I have a good footfall and it's a food hub, we can look at 700 odd square feet, and a food court space is good enough. I would say 250 square feet starting is also good enough for us. Now, the overall investment for a food court is in totality is about 30 odd lakhs. Now, this 30 lakhs includes everything from the franchise fees to your investment in the fit out, capex, branding, and also your equipment which is required in the kitchen. So all put together, there's a total investment of 30 lakhs. Your deposit, what you pay at the store for food court to the developer or for a high street would be over and above. But this includes the following heads. One is your franchise fee. Second is your fit out cost is included here. Third is your cost of equipment. And then we also included our design fee, architect fee also in this initial investment. So a food court model can be created with 30 lakhs of investment. And then comes a dine-in model where we need at least, I would say 600 carpet, 700 square feet of space. The investment here goes up to, it says 39, but to round that off would be about 40 odd lakhs. The franchise fees here is 7.5 lakhs. Rest all investment in terms of your equipment, your design fee, training fee remains same. The only addition that you see in the investment is the size of the store, because you have to invest based on the size. So here we're investing 300 square feet. So here my fit out cost per square feet would increase, and that is the increment that you see in the overall investment. Now, a 700 square feet ideally should have at least about 35 odd covers in the restaurant. Now, the royalty is 7% in both the formats, which is 7% of the overall gross sales is what comes to royalty. And the overall period that we see your investment to come back is within 2 years of time. So about 23 odd months is what we have taken on a, I would say, on, not, and this is not very aggressive. And so overall contract period we see is 5 + 5 years, wherein the contract can be renewed after 5 years at just about 30% of the franchise fees that you pay today to either own a unit franchise or to own a territory. So there's also comment, the entire investment includes setup franchise fees and GST is over and above. So any GST over franchise fees equipment is to be paid over and above. So this is overall net investment in both these formats. Next slide, please. So this is the area developer model. You see, we have categorized India into 3 opportunity clusters, which is A, B, and C. A is a cluster which is, I would say, higher potential in terms of the bandwidth, the number of stores that we can expand in the territory. Now, and B obviously is tier 2, and then comes the category C. So where A category, we look at a minimum rollout of 20. When you see the cluster rollout plan, it does not mean the maximum potential of that location. Even in a category A like Delhi, NCR, or even Mumbai today, and also places like, I would say, Bangalore, these are cities which have the highest penetration of malls and corporates which are there in these locations. So even locations like these easily can have double the number of rollout that you see here. But we have taken the minimum number that should be achieved by the area developer over a period of 5 years, along with the support of teams at Franchise India. So the opportunity for A cluster is 20. The opportunity minimum rollout for a B category market is 15 odd locations. And for a C category is 10 locations. Now, out of the entire minimum rollout plan that you see here, 1 location outlet has to be owned and operated by a franchise partner. So in the master franchise fees that you see on the extreme right in the column, which is next to category, this is overall area developer rights which a franchise partner would pay to Rollti to take the rights of that territory. So Delhi, NCR and Mumbai, because these are 2 top territories, it's a cluster fee of about 40 lakhs each. And then we have Hyderabad, Bangalore, Chennai, and even Gujarat as a whole market. And then UP, which includes obviously the NCR region and Uttarakhand. We have area franchise fee of 30 lakhs for B cluster. And then we have rest of India, which includes Kolkata, Rajasthan, the entire state, Pune, Chhattisgarh, Punjab, including the Tri-City, which is Chandigarh, Panchkula, Mohali markets, and Tamil Nadu, excluding Chennai. And Maharashtra, which includes MMR region, and then we have Kerala and Bihar, Jharkhand as other markets, where we see minimum potential of 10 units and area developer fee of 20 lakhs. Now, having said that, if we find a partner whom we feel has a bandwidth and a potential to go beyond the number, so somebody can even take. So it is not I would say, strict that somebody who owns Chennai cannot own the entire Tamil Nadu as a territory. So if you have a potential to go beyond the capital in your state, we'll be happy to discuss that over one-to-one meeting. Now, how does the area developer make money is following. So area developer investment includes the area franchise fees that you see on the extreme right, where the entire territory is given to a partner exclusively for a period of 5 + 5 years. And this also includes his own franchise fees for the first location that he would own and operate. So the area developer does not have to pay over and above the 40 lakhs or 30 lakhs or 20 lakhs for the territory. Now, how he makes money is two large income streams, revenue streams for an area developer. The first is our franchise fees. Now, the franchise fees, the area developer gets 40% of that. And now this 40% comes to area developer and 60 comes to the parent and the master franchise in India. And this also includes what comes to Franchise India, Rollti India and the parent company. This also includes your cost of acquisition, right? So this is a very, I would say attractive proposition where the franchise partner is not required to make any investment in lead generation for unit franchisees or make any kind of investment in events, exhibitions, franchise shows. That all would be done by Rollti India team. So that comes to the partner. And the second, now this is a one-time fee for all the units under the area developer. The area developer gets 40% of that. And similarly, there is also a revenue that comes to the area developer through the royalties which come from each unit under the area developer. Again, a 40% of that also goes to a partner. So we're charging about 7%. So 2.8 on a monthly basis goes to our area developer for each unit that is operating under the partner. Next slide. So maybe I'll let Fred, if you want to talk about it, friends. These are a lot of
Yep.
PR that we have done in the past, and maybe I think Fred can shed more light on the various PR initiatives that we have done.
Sure, definitely. Thanks, Sonia. Sorry, my line just now was a bit bad. Yeah. Okay, so for Roti, we have a lot of PR, I would say, in all the major news outlets, RTM, TV3. We are on Chili Sauce. We're on Bernama. So these are all basically the main news outlets in Malaysia. And we also we also have a lot of influencers and a lot of, I'll say celebrities as well. There's actually one particular celebrity who's a local celebrity. I'm not sure whether you heard, probably not, but Datuk Sri Siti Nurhaliza has actually enjoyed our roti. She's basically the songstress of Malaysia. Yeah, she has about 5 million followers on Instagram and all that. So we do have quite a number of celebrities that enjoy roti. Influencers coming every week. They do come, because that's how we get to the market, right? That's how we get more exposure is through influencers now, because people they move from the celebrity to the KOLs and the influencers. So we are very well aware of those trends, and we try to engage more of them. So we have the traditional media, we have the mainstream media, we have social media as well, and we have we're also quite popular on TikTok and Instagram. So you guys can follow our TikTok. We have quite a lot of followers there, and many likes. We also have our own app. It's called the Rollti app, and under the Rollti app, we got about close to 20,000 subscribers, I'll say. They subscribe to the Rollti program. I think the app downloads about maybe 3,000. And they can also order a roti on the app as well. So they can order before they even come. So when it's ready, they can just come and pick it up. So it's something like a Luckin Coffee sort of style, where you just order and then you come and pick it up when you want to. So our social media is pretty strong. I think we try to engage as much influencers as possible. We also do a lot of events, a lot of sponsorships as well to get the brand out there in the market. And as you know, F&B is quite competitive, so we always must put it at the top of people's mind. Yeah. Maybe next. Okay, yeah. So maybe Madam Sonia, you want to do the closing?
Sure. Thank
That's
you
all
so
for me.
much,
Thank you.
Fred. And friends, I saw some questions. We'll be happy to share a deck with all of you. And we've also done a working on the entire unit economics of both the area developer and for a unit franchise partner. But that is something that we want to discuss only with our qualified partners, whom we feel are the right fitment, for an opportunity like Rollti. And our teams at Franchise India, in fact, the panel that you see, we have a leadership who's leading this, and they will be happy to get in touch with you, invite you for one-to-one meeting, physically or virtually. And very quickly on the brand, friends, I like to summarize that Rollti is a Quesa brand which has in fact reinvented, one of Malaysians' most iconic foods, which is roti canai. And they have done that into a modern premium handheld wrap, and they've positioned it as a grab and go concept. And they combine authentic flavors of Malaysia, and that adds up with operational efficiency, which makes it suitable for malls. It makes it suitable for business districts, hubs, the IT hubs in places like Gurgaon, I would say, Hyderabad, Mumbai, Bangalore, food court formats, even airports and high footfall urban locations. This is a very good fitment. And unlike many restaurant businesses that simply open outlets, they have their journey began with a very clear mission to modernize this beloved street food while preserving the authenticity and the taste. And we thank you, Fred, for being with us today on this webinar. And friends, when you qualify and you want to meet, maybe, Fred might also like to invite some of our qualified partners who are keen to understand more to even KL and see product and locations in KL. So before we close, Fred, I'll also request if you have any closing remark you want to give to all our investors or our friends who have joined in today.
Sure, definitely, Madam Sonia. First of all, of course, thank you so much to Franchise India for the partnership. I think this collaboration is off to a great start. Thank you so much, and I really appreciate all the effort that you've all put into this to make this happen. And the thing about business is it's all about timing, and it's all about finding the right fit in the market. And I strongly believe that Rollti, I mean, technically it came from India, right? I mean, it's roti canai. The Indians, they came over in the 19th century. They brought the way, and we've sort of like made it better here. And it's very much the crowd favorite in Malaysia. So I think in India, of course, there's the other types of wraps which is pretty similar. But I think our unique selling point is definitely the Malaysian taste. The sauces, the rendang, the sambal, the satays, which are different than the taste profile in India. And I think that unique selling point itself can be a very good I would say USP for a lot of people to come and enjoy roti, to come and try. And there is a lot of ways to get people to come back to order as well. You can always have daily specials, and you can always have some star products. So in terms of taste profile, I think this is the right market. This is the right product for the market as well. And in terms of QSR, there's no need for an experienced chef. Also, somebody can come in, learn the whole SOP within 1 to 2 weeks, and they can run the show. They can run the outlet by itself, right, not Sanjay? So for in terms of ease, we want to build a system that can be replicable all over the world. And we did do that. We opened in Indonesia. We also opened in Singapore. We can expand fast, but it's all about finding the right location. So that's where we team up with Franchise India to, of course, find yourselves, the area franchisees that can spot a good location for roti, and then right along the trend of Malaysia having good food. The food capital of the world is Malaysia. That's what people say lah. Of course, we try to beat Singapore in that, but we try to do what we can do lah. So in terms of opportunity, I think this is the right time, this is the right place, and to, of course, take opportunity on the booming market in India at the current moment with regards to the expanding QSR space. So I think it's the right time. If you have any questions at all, please feel free to, of course, talk to Madam Sonia and the team, and let's try to, let's move things forward, and we can see where we're going for. Yeah. Thank you so much.
Thank
All
you.
right.
Thank
Thanks a lot, Fred, Satish, and Sanjay for joining us from Malaysia, and all my colleagues joining here from Franchise India. Thanks so much, Sonia ma'am, for joining us today and helping us drive this webinar today. So I think that's it for the day. But for those entrepreneurs who want to grab this opportunity, you will also have a first mover advantage kind of thing you can get. The biggest opportunity often comes from introducing something new before the market becomes overcrowded. So Rollti has that potential to create its own category in India, making this the right time to enter the market. So if you're looking for this scalable food business with a globally successful concept, the Rollti could be the next opportunity for you. So yep, in case if you want, you can get in touch with the number which I have shared in the chat box, 9717683838, or you can also write to us at feedback@franchiseindia.in. So that's it for the day, everyone. Thanks so much. See you tomorrow once again with a new brand, and we'll explore another business opportunity. Till then, take care. Have a nice day ahead. Bye-bye.
you. Thank you, everyone.